This is the MFP Video Report for March the 22nd, 2012. In this report, I will be speaking on several things. First things first, this is going to be an election weekend here in Iberville Parish. The problem with this election is it's about a tax that had recently been voted down by the public, which had before then been on the books since 1937. It's a maintenance tax for the parish, which keeps the schools in terms of going in terms of keeping the grasses cut and the yards maintained and fields done and helping to keep the teachers paid and other things of that nature. Now the problem is the the person that should be for this tax came out for the tax, but his main problem is the fact that, well, nobody likes him. And the person that came out for the renewal of this tax was, of course, the current Iberville Parish School Board, Iberville Parish Superintendent of Schools. But his problem is because of what he's trying to do in consolidating all the schools, he basically took North Iberville out, and he's trying to take White Castle out, and he'll probably end up doing such thing. But for the auspices of this weekend, well, what can he do? What is the tax probably will not pass because of the fact that he's supporting it. If it was another person who was in this office that was talking about this tax and supporting this tax, it probably would be an 80 to 85% chance that the tax would pass. But since it's this guy that nobody likes, the parents don't like him, the teachers don't like him, and some of the politicians even don't like him. They'll let his contract run out, and they'll make a decision to hire a new superintendent of schools. But again, nobody likes him, so this tax probably will not pass, and that's a fact. The fact of the matter is for this tax to pass, he needs not to be in that office. He needs to go away. Secondly, what the NFL did to the Saints was way over the top. I really get the feeling that if this was a Northeastern team, if this was a team that was, let's say, in LA, or if this was a team with a long history like the Chicago Bears, or probably the Green Bay Packers to that effect, maybe not, but I get the feeling that the penalty wouldn't be as stiff. And that's sad because that's playing favorites. I mean, it's playing favorites. I know it's two different things, but you look at basically this idiot of this guy who's supposedly a smart guy as the commissioner of National Football League, Mr. Goodell or Badell, whatever you want to call this fella. He's playing favorites because a few years back, well, Northeastern team, the New England Patriots, got popped for cheating, and all they had to do was pay $40,000 as a franchise. They didn't suspend the coach. They didn't suspend an assistant coach. They didn't fine the owner. They just fined the franchise. And let it be at that. But now they're doing, and they didn't. I think they took away one draft pick, if I'm not mistaken, and that's it. $40,000 and a draft pick. Whereas no Sean Payton, no Joe Vitt, took away 2 draft picks. Is costing $8 million. It's costing $8 million for. It cost Sean Payton $8 million, and it's costing Joe Vitt probably $800,000, $900,000, whatever it is that linebacker or defensive line coach will get. He gets for the Saints now. Again, it's hypocritical to say we're looking at the integrity of the league when the integrity of the league was calling into question seriously when the hoodie up in New England got popped for basically stealing signals. And that's the case here. And look, I love Paul Tagliabue. He made some mistakes here and there, but he kept the Saints in here. I get the feeling that Goodell just doesn't care. He'll do whatever it takes to keep the Northeastern teams healthy. More likely, the teams in big markets healthy to the expense of the smaller teams. To the extent of the teams in small markets, minus Green Bay, of course. I get the feeling that if they had anything on, let's say, Baltimore or Jacksonville, they would have gotten them. And that's the case. And this has been the MFP report for March the 22nd, 2012.